Hello, it's Mr. O'Mara here, and I want to talk to you about how to turn a percentage into a decimal. A decimal is really handy because once you've got the decimal version of a percentage, you can use it to times any figure and you can get the percentage of that figure. So let's look how to do this. It's actually pretty straightforward. So let's say we've got 30%. The long way of doing it, and I'll teach you that first, is you take 30 divided by 100, and that is going to equal 0.3. So you can do that with a calculator, or you could do that doing your long division. So that's the first one, 0.3. Now you might actually notice that there's a relationship going on here. You've got 30 and you've got 0.3. So there's your decimal place, 30.0 and 0.3. So let's move on and see if that relationship holds. Okay, we've got 12.25%. You'll notice that I say 12 when I am on this side of the decimal point, and when I am on that side, I say the individual number, so it's 12.25. I don't say 12.25. So, again, the way we solve this is we say 12.25 divided by 100 equals 0.1225. So that's your decimal version. But what we're in fact doing is we're moving that decimal place one space, two spaces to divide it by 100, which is in fact what that does. So it's a very quick and easy way to divide by 100 is just move your decimal point two places. Let's move on to another example. Okay, 73%. This time round I'm going to stop, or I'll get you to stop here. Let me make it nice and clear for you with a little stop sign. There we go. Stop the video and do this one yourself. Never mind the background noises there, it's just my tablet beeping at me. So, stop, work it out. Okay, so now you're back. Here's what you might have done. You might have said, I know that it's 73 divided by 100 equals 0.73. Or, if you're starting to get the hang of this, you might have just said, let's grab that decimal place, which is 73.0, as all whole numbers are, move it two spots, and we get 0.73. The beauty of having 0.73 is that I can actually say, I'm buying something for $100, and I'm timesing it by 0.73, so 73% of $100 is in fact 73. Obviously you wouldn't do that when it's 100 because it's obvious, but that's where it's really useful to have that percentage figure, because you can work out percentages very easily. Let's look at another example. We've only got a couple to go. Okay, this is 140%. So this time we're just going to do the shortcut. So, 140%, let's grab that decimal place, move it one spot and two spots. So in fact, what we've got here is 1.4. So if we wanted to know 140% of something, let's say, again, let's do $100 just because it's easy. Oh, actually, no, $100. Let's do $200. So $200 and 140% of that is times 1.4, and that is $280. So that's how you 140% move it two places, it's 1.4. And so 150% of course would be 1.5. Only one more to go. We get a really big number, and there we say, okay, again, could look a bit big and confusing, but all we're going to do is we're going to grab that decimal place and we're going to move it 1, 2, so in fact our decimal is 1.2324. Dead easy. Now, one last thing that we're going to do, and this is to trick some people, is let's say I've got 9%. In fact, 9 is really, we move the decimal place, so it's 9.012. The trap that some people are falling into is saying, well, the first number is 9, so it must be 0.9. And that is incorrect. There's in fact an invisible zero there, and there's a whole lot of invisible zeros there, in fact. So, your real answer is 0.09, because you've always got to move it two places. So there you go. That's how you get your decimals out of your percentages, and that's a really handy first step to being able to confidently use percentages.